Hello, my name is Najwa Soraya. I'm from class 334E07 and I want to make a video for midterm exam poetry application. So let's start it. The Cry of a Dreamer. Number 1. The types of poetry narrative and lyrics. This poem falls into the category of lyrics poetry. It expresses personal emotion and feelings rather than telling a story, which would be characteristic of narrative poetry. Number 2. The voice and tone of the poems. The voice of the poems is reflective and contemplative, expressing awareness with the demands and superficiality of modern life. The tone is melancholic yet hopeful, longing for a simpler and more authentic existence. Number 3. Figure of speech, hyperbole, metaphor, personification, imagery. Metaphor. The poem employs metaphor to contrast the internal nature of dreaming with the fleeting existence of laboring for a dreamy life forever and a thrill dies in a day. Imagery. Orally. Use vivid imagery to evoke the contrast between the artificiality of city life and the natural simplicity of the countryside. For example, the crowded hives of men versus the dear old river. Personification. The burden of the rich is personified, expressing pity for their struggles. Number 4. Rhyme, alliteration, assonance, rhythm, and meter. Rhyme. The poems follow an AABB rhyme scheme with alternate lines rhyming. Alliteration. There are instances of alliteration such as building and spoiling, showy seeming, and tropes of smart and stage, which add a musical quality to the poem. Assonance. Assonance is used subtly, contributing to the poem's rhythm and musicality. Rhythm and meter. The poem has a flowing rhythm aided by the consistent meter. Each line has a similar range and rhythm, contributing to the overall musicality of the piece. There is no doubt. Number 1. The types of poetry, narrative, and lyrics. The poem combines elements of both narrative and lyrics poetry, while it narrates the idea of life and death. It does so in a lyrical manner, expressing emotion and reflection rather than telling a specific story. Number 2. The voice and tone of the poems. The voice is hopeful and reassuring, conveying a sense of comfort and optimism about the idea of death. The tone is uplifting, aiming to provide solace to those who may fear or mourn death. Number 3. Figure of speech, hyperbole, metaphor, personification, imagery. Metaphor. The stars go down to rise upon some other source, compares the setting of stars to the journey of soul after death. Personification. The poem personifies nature, attributing life-like qualities to elements such as stars, leaves, rock, dust, to convey the idea of continuity and regeneration. Imagery. Vivid imagery is used throughout the poem to paint pictures of natural processes, such as stars shining in heaven's crown, leaves converting to life, rocks disorganizing to fit moss. Hyperbole. The poem employs hyperbolic language to emphasize the idea that there is no true death, exaggerating the transformation of natural elements and the assurance of life after death. Number 4. Rhyme, alliteration, assonance, rhythm, and meter. Rhyme. The poem followed an ABAB rhyme chain in each quatrain, contributing to its lyrical quality. Alliteration. Examples include Bring in Heaven, Jeweled Crown, Thus, with rhythm and life become a dissonance, adding musically and emphasis to certain pairs. Assonance would like rise and bright in the first stanza, fade and me in the third stanza, and life and desolate in the last stanza, create a sense of harmony and repetition. Rhythm and meter. The poem has a consistent rhythmic pattern, primarily iambic, contributing to its musical flow and readability.